Hi, and welcome to a new story from Msila Academy program or msilaacademy.com. So, today's story is about Jake's daily life, right? Or the daily life of Jake, or the daily routine of Jake. So, let's get started. Jake is a 30-year-old man, right? Jake is a 30 years old man. Who is Jake? Nice. Jake is a 30-year-old man, right? So Jake wakes up at 6:30 a.m. every morning. Every morning. Okay? So Jake wakes up at 6:30 a.m. every morning. What time does Jake wake up? Nice. At 6:30 a.m. So he stretches, gets out of bed, and makes his bed. He stretches, gets out of bed, and makes his bed. So, what does Jake do after waking up? Do you remember? What? Nice. He stretches, gets out of bed, and makes his bed. So then he goes to the bathroom, brushes his teeth, and takes a shower. He goes to the bathroom, brushes his teeth, and takes a shower. Where does Jake go? Which place? To the bathroom, right? To the bathroom. So the warm water wakes him up. The warm water wakes him up and he feels fresh. Okay? Fresh, nice, cool. Okay? He feels fresh. What does Jake feel after his shower? Hmm? Fresh, of course. Fresh, nice, cool. Okay? So after his shower, he dries off, gets dressed, and goes to the kitchen. After his shower, he dries off, gets dressed, and goes to the kitchen. Where does Jake go next? Hmm? To the kitchen. Exactly, to the kitchen. So he makes a cup of coffee and eats toast with eggs. Okay, eggs. One egg, two eggs. What does Jake drink? Hmm? A cup of coffee. Nice. Coffee or a cup of coffee. One cup of coffee. Not tea. Okay, not water. No coffee. So, what does Jake eat? Nice. Toast with eggs. Okay, toast with eggs. One egg, two eggs. While eating, he listens to the news on his phone. While eating, he listens to the news on his tablet? No, on his phone. So, what does Jake do while eating? Or at the same time as he eating? Do you remember? Nice. He listens to the news. Okay, he listens to the news. So after breakfast, he checks his phone for emails and messages. After breakfast, he checks his phone for emails and messages. What does Jake check? His phone for emails and messages, exactly. So at 7:30 a.m., Jake leaves for work. Jake leaves for work. What time does Jake leave for work? What time exactly? At 7:30 a.m. At 7:30 a.m., of course. So he drives his car to the office. He drives what? His car to the office. How does Jake go to work? By what? By car, of course. By his own car. So the traffic is sometimes heavy. Okay, sometimes heavy. So he listens to a podcast while driving. Okay, while means at the same time. At the same time. Okay, so the traffic is sometimes heavy, so he listens to a podcast while driving. What does Jake do in the car? Nice. He listens to a podcast. Okay, he listens to a podcast. For example, Joe Rogan podcast, okay, or Msila Academy podcast. So Jake works in a marketing company. Jake works in which company? A marketing company, okay, related to the advertising, okay. Maybe they use Google ads, Facebook ads, and so on, okay, flyers and so on. So, in a marketing company. So, where does Jake work? Which company? Nice. In a marketing company. Okay, marketing company. So he arrives at 8 a.m. and greets his colleagues. He arrives at 8 a.m. and greets his colleagues or coworkers. Okay? Coworkers or colleagues means the friends of the work. Okay? The friends of the work. So, what time does Jake arrive at work? What time exactly? At 8 a.m. Okay? At 8 a.m. At 8 a.m., of course. So, at work, he attends meetings, writes reports, and answers emails. Okay? At work, he attends meetings and writes reports and answers emails. What does Jake do at work? Hmm? What is his job? He attends meetings and writes reports and answers emails. So sometimes he has a brainstorming session with his team. Brainstorming session means sharing knowledge, sharing ideas with each other. Okay? For example, with me and the team. So this is the brainstorming session. So we discuss to upgrade our work, for example, or we discuss to find a solution to a problem that we face. So that's why it's very important to do a brainstorming session. Brainstorming session means sharing knowledge and ideas to solve something, okay, or to find something. So who does Jake work with? With who? His team, of course. His team. At 12:30 p.m., he takes a lunch break. At 12:30 p.m., he takes a lunch break. What time does Jake take a lunch break? Or pause? Pause or break? Pause. So what time does Jake take a lunch break? At 12:30 p.m. He eats a salad and drinks a bottle of water. Okay? He eats a salad and drinks a bottle of water, or bottle of water, or bottle of water, the same. Okay? Just the accent. So there is a big difference between pronunciation and the accent, right? Pronunciation is to say the word correctly, but the accent, another thing, right? So there's British accent, American accent, Indian accent. Okay, for example, British accent, we say bottle of water, right? But American accent, we say bottle of water, right? Do you see the difference? But both are correct. Okay, so say whatever you want. So he eats a salad and drinks a bottle of water. What does Jake eat for lunch? What? Nice, a salad. Just a salad. Healthy food. That's good. So what does Jake drink? Do you remember? Nice, a bottle of water. So after lunch, he talks with his colleagues and walks outside for fresh air. After lunch, he talks with his colleagues and walks outside for fresh air. What does Jake do after lunch? Nice. He talks with his colleagues and walks outside. Okay? So Jake finishes work at 5 p.m. and drives home. Jake finishes work at 5 p.m. and drives home. What time does Jake finish work? What time exactly? At 4? No. 3 p.m.? No. At 5 p.m. Okay. On the way home, he stops at a grocery store to buy food. On the way home, he stops at a grocery store to buy what? To buy food. Where does Jake stop? At a grocery store, of course. At a grocery store. So he buys chicken, rice, vegetables, and some fruit. He buys chicken, rice, vegetables, and some fruit. What does Jake buy? He buys chicken, rice, vegetables, and some fruit. At 6 p.m., Jake gets home and changes into comfortable clothes. At 6 p.m., Jake gets home and changes into comfortable clothes. So, what time does Jake get home? What time exactly? At 6 p.m. In the evening, he goes to gym to exercise. In the evening, he goes to the gym to exercise. Where does Jake go in the evening? Hmm? Where? To the gym. Exactly, to the gym. He lifts weights, runs on the treadmill, and does stretching exercises. He lifts weights, runs on the treadmill, and does stretching exercises. Right? So stretching, not stretching. No. Okay? Stretching. That's all. And he does stretching exercises. What does Jake do at the gym? He lifts weights, runs on the treadmill, and stretches. Okay, he lifts weights, runs on the treadmill, and he stretches. The workout makes him feel strong and energetic. Okay, the workout makes him feel strong. Okay, not weak. No, not weak. No, strong and energetic. Okay, energetic. How does Jake feel after the gym? Nice, strong and energetic. A lot of energy. Okay, so after the gym, he takes a shower again and cooks a dinner. Okay, so after the gym, he takes a shower and cooks dinner. What does Jake do after the gym? Great! He takes a shower and cooks dinner. Okay, nice. So he eats chicken with rice and vegetables while watching a TV show. Okay, he eats chicken with what? With rice and vegetables while watching a TV show. What does Jake eat for dinner? What? حريرة? No. What? Chicken with rice and vegetables. Okay, chicken with rice and vegetables. What does Jake do while eating? He watches a TV show. He watches what? A TV show. Nice. After dinner, he cleans the kitchen and washes the dishes. After the dinner, he cleans the kitchen and washes the dishes. What does Jake do after dinner? What? Nice. He cleans the kitchen and washes the dishes. Right? So then he spends time on his hobbies. Okay, hobbies like video games, reading, playing piano, okay, playing guitar. So he spends time on his hobbies. What does Jake do in the evening? Hmm? What does Jake do? Great, he spends time on his hobbies. Some days he plays the guitar. Okay, some days he plays what? He plays the guitar. What musical instrument does Jake play? The guitar, of course. Yes, the guitar. Other days he reads books or writes in his journal. Other days he reads books and writes in his journal. What else does Jake do? What else? Good. He reads books or writes on his journal. So at 9:30 p.m., Jake calls his parents to talk about his day. At 9:30 p.m., Jake calls his parents to talk about what? About his day, whole day, all the day. Who does Jake call? Who? His parents, of course. His parents. So Jake calls his parents. They talk about work, life, and plans for the weekend. Okay? The Saturday and the Sunday. The weekend. What do they talk about? Sport? No. غلاء المعيشة? No. What? Work, life, and weekend plans. At 10 p.m., Jake makes a cup of tea and sits on the balcony. At 10 p.m., Jake makes a cup of tea and sits on the balcony. What does Jake drink at night? Nice, tea. Okay, a cup of tea. So he enjoys the fresh air and looks at the stars. He enjoys the fresh air and looks at the stars. Okay, the stars in the sky. The stars. What does Jake do on the balcony? Great. He enjoys the fresh air and looks at the stars. Okay, looks at what? At the stars. So at 10:30 p.m., Jake gets ready for bed. At 10:30 p.m., Jake gets ready for bed. What time does Jake go to bed? What time does Jake go to bed? At 10:30 p.m. Okay, at 10:30. He brushes his teeth, sets his alarm and lies in bed. Okay, he brushes his teeth, sets his alarm and lies in bed. What does Jake do before bed? What? Great. He brushes his teeth, sets his alarm, and lies in bed. Okay. Finally, He turns off the lights and goes to sleep. He turns off, not on, off. Okay, he turns off the lights and goes to sleep. What does Jake do last? What? He goes to sleep. Okay, he turns off the lights and goes to sleep. Jake has a productive and happy day. Okay, productive means doing a lot of things. Productive day and happy day at the same time. Does Jake have a good day? Yes or no? Yes, of course. Jake has a productive and happy day. So, this is the end of this story. I hope you enjoy. I hope you learn a lot of words. Okay? So, see you next story, inshallah. Bye bye.